When I first reviewed the Maverick last year, I thought it was a well-done vehicle and applauded Ford for bringing back a compact truck. But this go-round with the upgraded Tremor off-road package is giving me a mixed bag of emotions. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and today we're going to take a look at this 2023 Ford Maverick Tremor. Like the Bronco Raptor before it, this small Tremor is a love-hate relationship. Well, it's not that extreme. You'll find out what I'm referring to in a bit. Being scrutinized today is this Avalanche Gray 2023 Ford Maverick Tremor. It's based upon the top-level Lariat trim and includes features such as daytime running lights, black chrome LED headlights and taillights, acoustic laminate windshield, easy fuel capless filler, power sliding rear window, flex bed storage system, and power tailgate lock. Inside, you'll find a leather-wrapped steering wheel, 6.5-inch LCD instrument cluster, 8-inch center stack touchscreen, rotary gear shift dial, selectable drive modes, cruise control, second row flip-up bench with under-seat storage, 12-volt power point, USB-A and USB-C ports, tilt and telescoping steering wheel, B&O AM/FM stereo with 6 speakers, dual zone auto climate control, rear seat cup holders and armrest, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, electric parking brake, Ford Pass Connect, and remote keyless entry with push button start. Safety and security features include front, driver's knee, driver and passenger side, and safety canopy airbags, secure code keyless keypad, and tire pressure monitoring system. Options include Copilot 360 for $650 that includes pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, rear view camera, lane departure warning with lane keeping assist, driver attention warning, auto high beams, and Bliss blind spot information system with rear cross traffic alert. There are the splash guards for $180, the spray and bed liner added $495, and finally the $4,490 Tremor trim with appearance package that adds front and rear off-road tuned suspension, trail control, front skid plates, trailer hitch receiver with 4-pin connector, full-size spare tire, 17-inch machined face tarnished dark aluminum wheels with orange pockets wrapped in 235/65 Falcon Wild Peak AT3W tires, unique grille, decals and badges, orange painted front tow hooks, black Onyx ActiveX seats with Tremor stitched accents, Tremor instrument panel and floor console accents, all-weather floor mats with carpet mats, and the Avalanche Gray paint. Subtract $20 for the Wi-Fi hotspot removal, and you get a total M.S.R.P. of $37,465. While the standard Maverick looks fine, I'm feeling the styling of this Tremor. The flat gray with orange highlights looks really nice. And there's some added functionality too. The front bumper is redesigned to improve approach angle, and the suspension provides a height increase, allowing 9.4 inches of ground clearance. The bed is 4.5 feet long, 6 feet with the multi-position tailgate open, and has a system that Ford calls Flex Bed, making organization and storage easier for the DIYer. There are plenty of mounting points and tie downs, as well as pre-wired 12-volt electrical power, so you no longer have to tap into the tail lamps. Finally, there are 2 storage cubbies on each side, 2 bottle openers, and the tailgate can handle up to 500 pounds when open. The Tremor is powered by Ford's 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine that makes an admirable 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. It's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending power to all 4 wheels. Max payload for the Tremor is slightly less than other trims at 1,200 pounds, but max towing remains the same at 2,000 pounds. There's an electronic locking rear differential, as well as 4-wheel drive lock, and Drive Mode Select allows you to choose between normal, tow haul, slippery, mud and ruts, and sand. EPA estimated fuel economy is rated at 20 miles per gallon city, 24 miles per gallon highway, and 21 combined. AutoAcademics saw 22.5 miles per gallon during testing on regular fuel. As I've mentioned before, the back seat is fine with decent leg and headroom, and an upright seating position too. The door panels are made of hard plastic, and Ford's integrated tether system remains below the USB ports. It's a feature that they touted when they first launched this truck, where you could put different accessories on, but the only thing I found that Ford sells a year later for this are some cup holders. But there are more third-party accessories available on Etsy and eBay. Now, as we make our way up front, I like the darker motif in this truck better than the color palette that was used in the XLT Hybrid. The door panels and dash are made from a textured hard plastic, which is nice so you can toss stuff around without fear of damage. The glove box is a decent size, and there are plenty of additional little cubbies scattered around. Apparently, this truck uses the old Sync 3 infotainment system, which is basic yet fine, but the B&O audio, if this is the B&O audio, is only marginally better than the pitiful standard system in the XLT. The leather-wrapped steering wheel is thinly padded, and the bottom seat cushions are long and a bit flat, and their angle is tilted up and fixed, putting a lot more seat under my thighs than I prefer. Also, though this Lariat trim is higher than the XLT I tested before, that truck had heated seats and steering wheel. This truck has neither. So, now that we've addressed all of that, it's time to take it out and see how it drives. Performance-wise, this Tremor version is noticeably better than the Hybrid, but that comes at a bit of a cost. This is definitely a noisier experience thanks to the wind, road noise, and engine. Fortunately, the latter doesn't sound too bad though. While it revs slowly, power's decent for this class of truck, and the 8-speed auto appears to mate well with it. The brakes are good too, throwing anything you had on the seat to the floor if you get on them too strong. I like the steering heft too, and handling feels nimble, even with the additional off-road tuning. It honestly feels way more enjoyable to drive than the Hybrid. Even though this truck is all-wheel drive, it's derived from a front-wheel drive platform, so when you get on it hard, you do get a bit of torque steer. But I'd much rather manage that with the additional power than the other way around. As I've driven this truck over the past few days, I can't help but wish there was a bit more in the budget for sound insulation, cause that's a glaring issue that I can't help but hear. No pun intended. And while this has much better off-road capability than the generic Hybrid version, I'm not sure it's worth the day-to-day sacrifice unless you truly go off-roading. Kind of reminds me of the Bronco Raptor that way. It looks the part, and on paper, it checks all the boxes that you want in a weekend toy. But as a daily driver, I'll take the Hybrid. Or a 2-liter turbo XLT with heated seats and steering wheel. So there you have it, guys. The 2023 Ford Maverick Tremor. Performance-wise, I like it a lot, but it's missing a lot of creature comforts that the XLT had for 10 grand less. So, like the Bronco Raptor, choose carefully if it's going to be your daily driver. A lesser trim just might provide more. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let us know if you choose performance over comfort in the comments section below. Finally, if you haven't done so already, by all means subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what we have coming up next. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching. It's not dampened.